Hi, my name is Lucy, and at the start of last year, I sold and donated all of my clothes and started rebuilding my wardrobe from scratch. And these are the 5 rules that I live by for rebuilding my wardrobe. My wardrobe used to be full of individual pieces. Actually, all of this stuff ended up being really trendy pieces that didn't carry through the seasons and didn't go with anything else that I already owned. So nothing in my wardrobe really went together. So my first rule of thumb for rebuilding my wardrobe is not buying anything trendy. I've seen this 80-20 rule where 80% of your wardrobe should really be the kind of basics and then 20% can be trending stuff and a little bit of fun. But I find that it's easier to go cold turkey, start with the basics, and then later on down the line, when you feel like you've got those nailed, you can start incorporating things that are a little bit funner. But for me, those things will still need to have a timeless edge. Number 2. On this journey, I've realised that a lot of the items in my wardrobe weren't composed of fabrics that were actually doing the job they're supposed to do. I realised I was buying cheaper jumpers, but more of them, in the hopes that some of them might go with the things that I owned. Now I'm prioritising natural fibres. In the winter, jumpers are meant to be made from wool, cashmere. When you're shopping for pieces that have a job, make sure they're composed of things that are doing the job they're meant to do. My third rule of thumb, especially for trendy pieces I mentioned earlier, is trying to find items that I would like to buy on Vinted first. This is less for basics and more for items for occasions. So for example, holiday wear, wedding guest dresses, there are some really unique, cool pieces to be found on Vinted. And if you're a Vinted seller, you can use your balance to buy new clothes, which feels like a double win. I used to impulse buy a lot. And now I'm prioritizing things that I need, not the things that I want. How do you know what you need and not what you want? Well, I recreate outfits every morning from Pinterest using items that I already own, substituting the things that I don't own. And after a while, you'll start to see a pattern of things that you're missing regularly. I have a note on my phone that lists all the items that I'm potentially missing from my wardrobe. And if after a while, one of those things becomes really apparent that it is missing, that's when I will buy. Last but not least, this is probably the most important tip of all. When a lot of us shop online, we look at the model and we think, wow, that's an amazing top. What we tend not to take into consideration is that we're probably not the same proportions, shape, size, and height. The most amazing part of this journey for me has been discovering what suits my body and then exclusively shopping for those items. You can appreciate clothes on someone else without needing to own them, because what'll end up happening is you won't feel totally comfortable in it, you won't feel confident, you won't wear it out, and it'll sit in your wardrobe for months until you decide to sell it on Vinted.